Good morning. Welcome to day 26, May 2nd, 2024. It's a Thursday. I didn't want to record anything at camp this morning because another hiker showed up right before dusk. And so just want to be respectful of that. Slept pretty well considering yet another in a long line of gear disaster failures. They're really trying to get me. So I think I mentioned yesterday, I thought maybe I had a slow leak in my Neo Air thermarest. Well, that slow leak last night turned into a leak. Not one like I could hear, but I got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and gave it like 4 or 5 good puffs to put it back up. And then the next time I rolled over, the thing was practically, I could start feeling like the ground and the rocks under me. So it's fried, but I'm hoping, since it's not a slow leak, when I get to camp tonight, I'm really gonna try and find the hole, because I can patch it and the patch will work if I can find the dang hole. So we shall see. And I also that reminds me, I know I've mentioned the zippers on these big Agnes tents are very sensitive, especially the dirt. We've had problems in the past with zippers stop working. I keep meaning to chapstick or Blistex the zippers. It really helps keep things moving, so I want to do that tonight as well. So even though my air mattress kind of died on me, I still got a pretty decent night's sleep. Slept till 5, which was nice. Wasn't up too much. I think I was up till like 8:30 or 9, so that helps as well. Just going down this dirt road a bit to reconnect to the trail. Now, I could have just taken that dirt road, which parallels the trail, but I'm a purist at heart, and if I can take the trail, I will take the trail. So here we go. So that is the morning update. When will these gear failures stop? Maybe they'll never stop. That's all part of it. So we got some climbing to do, so we'll check in a little bit. Another gorgeous morning out here. That's where we came from. I've been looking for a shady spot to take a break. Finally found one that's halfway decent, so gonna have a little breakfast and air out the feet. All right, those snowy peaks we've been looking at forever. That's Mount San Antonio in the back there. Dawson Peak right here. Getting closer. All right, we're going to take a little break at Camp Hatchie 1 since we got a little shade here. Nice little view. Finally getting a little shade and a little bit of downhill on this. It's been all climbing in the sun since camp until now. And we're going to start getting elevation again, but it is nice to have a little break with a little bit of shade and a little bit of down. All right, we're climbing. The grade hasn't been too bad. We've got about 3.5 miles to where I think there's going to be a water source from Snowmelt. I'll probably load up there just in case. Probably about a half mile ago, I passed that older couple that was road walking yesterday. Frankly, I'm surprised they were as far as they were just based on their pace yesterday, but it was a tough climb yesterday, so haven't seen anyone else. But I'm I'm sure I will at some point. Gonna do a tailwind break soon. Maybe another mile or two. All right, we found a nice shady spot for a break. 7,500. Oh, 7,500 feet. We got about 3 miles to our water source. And then there are 2 campsites. I think one at like 6 miles and one at 7 miles. So that's where we're headed. All right, we're up to 8,300 feet. We got about a half mile to hopefully our water source. Just passed a female solo through hiker taking a break, someone I hadn't seen before. So let's go get that water. We're running into a few snow patches. All right, there's some water from Snowmelt here. I might try and scoop some of this up and see how it looks. All right, we just had 2 cups of tailwind. We're gonna top off our smart water bottle on this Snowmelt here. And we'll be carrying 7.5 liters for about 4 miles to our campground. So it's worth it to have the water and not have to worry about maybe there'll be water there, maybe there won't. There are some conflicting reports. So I'm just gonna get it here to have it. So you can take the Acorn Trail down in the Wrightwood, kind of like what I did with the Devil's Slide Trail into Idlewild. But the Acorn Trail is a bit steeper, about the same mileage, like 2.5 miles. And my room isn't until tomorrow. So we can put in some extra trail miles and get to a road and get an easy, allegedly, an easy hitch into town. So we're gonna try and do that instead. But Acorn Trail, especially probably in a couple weeks when this video actually gets published on YouTube, most of that snow should be gone. And it's another way to get into town. All right, so this is Duffy Campground off of Dirt Road. Looks nice, but we're gonna make our way to the next one, Blue Ridge Campground. I think about 3 miles away. We have been crossing some decent sized snow patches on the trail. Well, we've been looking at these mountains for days. We're pretty darn close to them now. So the pointy one right next to me, Mount San Antonio, we've been looking at that for, I feel like, 3-4 days. Well, the campsite's about a mile away. Pretty good chance I might have some cell phone service. What do you think? First sign of the ski lift. We are entering the ski area on the PCT, just crossed the boundary. We got a little over a 1/4 mile to our campsite, and just based on this terrain with the nice big trees, I'm hoping for a nice shady spot. That would be awesome. So one other through hiker I passed, so I was going through the snow patches, an older guy who I haven't seen before. He was taking a big rest. So I'm wondering if I might see one or both of them at the campsite in a couple of hours. In addition to the group of 520 somethings, they're always around. And my friend from Vermont. And plus now I have Miles and his sister aren't too far behind me, and neither are my German friends. So it'll be interesting to see who shows up at the campsite as the day progresses. Hopefully I can either repair my thermarest or find a nice soft spot. We shall see. All right, so the PCT will continue over there tomorrow morning. We're gonna go down this road a bit to hook up with the campground. And there is a bit of running snowmelt here that could be used in a pinch. I did see some reports on far out that the bottom of the ski lift here, the water may actually pool up a bit and be a little easier. So since we're going right there anyway, I'm gonna take a quick peek and see if there's any water right now. Just it'd be good to know, even though I have a lot. I'm gonna be here all afternoon, and if I want to drink some more, it'd be nice to know if there's more water here. Let's see. All right, we may have something that works right here. It's from all the snow melt coming down. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Definitely scoop that up and use it. So good to know it's here, at least for now, May 2nd. All right, I think we found a campsite. This is site number 8, apparently, with a picnic bench. I might just take this one right here. As good as any. Looks like there's, I don't know if that's a bear bin or a trash can, but I don't have a lot of trash, so not a big deal. But this picnic bench, what luxury. Since it's early and I'm the first one here, I may just do a little walk around and see if there's a better spot. I mean, they all look pretty good, honestly, and we're spread out a bit, which is nice. But yeah, let me take a look-see over here, see what we got. Shade is the main thing. It's the only thing that matters. I mean, is it possible that these pit toilets are open for business? In New Hampshire, they'd still be locked down, but let's take a look. That would be good to know for the morning. Oh, they are open. Amazing. So there's a couple of them. Very cool. No toilet paper, but that's all right. We've got plenty of that. Let's see what the signage has to say. So yeah, again, when they open up this road, this dirt road, it must be a pretty popular spot. And look at this. What a luxury. I really don't have, because I was able to throw out trash at McDonald's. I mean, I have a day's worth of trash. I'm not gonna throw it in there when I can get rid of it in town. But yeah, I guess the only thing this place doesn't have is water, which is okay with the snow melt and with all the water I carried here, but that would be a bummer. All right, I think I like this spot over here because we've got some snow, so we're not going to be like right on top of anyone. No one's going to be right on top of us. We will be the first site that people see when they come down the road, but that's cool. Yeah, man, I'm digging it. I can get the camp set up. I can see if I can get some repairs going. I got to figure out which way the sun is. Sarah, I need you. I need to know which way the sun is moving. So I need to know where my shade is going to be. That's what Sarah is very good at. I'm terrible with that. So, it's right there. I think I'm going to be okay here. Maybe I won't stake the tent down in case I have to move it. But, all right, we'll check in a bit. I don't know if I actually mentioned where I'm at. It is the Blue Ridge Campground. So there you have it. This is actually a very unique experience. It's more like my backpacking trips with Sarah. It's only like 2 in the afternoon. It's a nice shady spot. We're high enough in elevation where it's very cool and comfortable. And usually I'm dying for tailwind or electrolytes about this time, but I'm feeling coffee, so that's a good day. Okay, before we tackle the real problem of the thermarest, I've been meaning to do maintenance on the zippers. So I'm just gonna rub the Blistex in the teeth of the zipper just to keep everything running smooth. So it's nice. We had the picnic table. First, I'm gonna inflate this up and see if I can actually hear the leak. That would be ideal. And I'll just circle it with the Sharpie and then we'll work about repairing it, but let's see if we get lucky. All right, so I'm not hearing any leaking or hissing, so it's not gonna be easy. I'll try the water method, just having some water on there and see if any little bubbles bubble up. We'll see if that works. All right, I've been playing around with the Thermarest for about an hour now, trying to get soapy water on it, looking for bubbles, not having any luck yet. So the other thing they suggest is like folding it in half and then dunking it in water and looking for bubbles. I don't think the water is deep enough here to do that, unfortunately. I may give this soap test another run, just resign myself to using all my soap and just getting more in Wrightwood tomorrow. I would really like to get this thing fixed. We'll see. All right, the Thermarest conundrum continues. So I'm just taking a little break. Made some hot chocolate. It's actually dark hot chocolate. It's pretty tasty. So I'm gonna have some hot chocolate. I'm gonna try one more time, trying to make soapy water and bubbles. It definitely is losing air. It's not losing air quickly. I can't hear anything hissing. Very frustrating problem because I have the tools to fix it if I could just figure out where the darn leak is. So I'm gonna keep trying for another hour or so. Wish me luck. I don't believe it. I found the leak. I really had to just like do every quarter section. Dab some soap on, rub on the water, squeeze, and I'm looking at bubbles, and I gotten like the last third of the bottom side done, and I'm putting water on, and I start hearing something that I haven't heard before. It's air escaping through the water. I don't see bubbles, but I can hear this noise. It's near the top on the bottom of my Thermarest. It's not in the seam. Right there, that little bugger. So I marked it with a Sharpie. Let's see if this patch repair kit actually works. I kind of resigned myself to sleeping on an uncomfortable forest floor tonight. Now there's hope. It took me literally about 2 hours of just being patient and not getting frustrated, taking a break. If we can fix this will be an amazing day. We're not there yet, but we've identified hopefully the only leak. All right, there's all kinds of things to do. I gotta make sure this thing dries off and there's an alcohol prep, and there's a little patch repair kit that I'm sure if I was an ultralighter, I would have hucked this in the trash or whatever, but I have it, and it's like a multi-step process, so I'm gonna go for it. Wish me luck. My back would appreciate it. Okay, so I feel like I'm going into surgery. First, I'll take an alcohol wipe and prep the area. Then I will have a glue dot in the middle here. I'll remove one of the backings, press the glue on the hole, and then press with all my might on the other backing tape. Press, 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 press. Then I'll remove that backing and apply the Terraid Type A patch. This is so exciting. All right, I gotta steady my hands. This is serious business. All right, so it's getting on 4 o'clock. I'm just letting the thermarest dry out before I try and fix it. But the 2 new thru-hikers that I saw today, they both have come by. I think they're both going into town today. And then I saw a couple that were heading southbound, and I feel like I've seen them before somewhere. So they must be just making up miles, skipping around the snow or waiting for the snow to melt. So they were headed southbound, and I'm still expecting to see all the people that I saw the past few days, so we'll see. All right, we have applied the rubbing alcohol. We're gonna let that dry. So of course the question becomes, while I'm waiting for that to dry, is how did this happen? So best guess is that there was a little pebble or stone in my tent. And I usually have the sleeping bag. Well, that wouldn't matter because it's the bottom of it. So I do use my camp chair and I do sit on the air mattress. And I'm guessing I probably just sat on it and the angle was just right for something to poke through. And it had to have happened 2 nights ago because that's when I noticed it. Yeah, so it's nice to have this picnic table actually work on. It does help. So glue dot's coming up. All right, we're really jamming that glue dot in there. So it's to vigorously work it around. Let's hope it's good enough. All right, repair is complete. If that is the only hole, hopefully. All right, so we're back at the ski lift for a little water. Thinking ahead to 2026, I imagine this will be a good water source on the Continental Divide Trail. All right, I've had the air mattress inflated for about 10 minutes. I've been sitting on it. Seems like it's doing okay. We'll know in like an hour for sure. But I just gotta look at my legs. Yeah, they're pretty dirty. All the scabs from the Mission Creek Madness adventure are starting to come off and heal. But yeah, pretty dirty. When there's no creek to wash your legs in, this is what happens. All right, so we ended up doing about 15.5 miles today. Overall, felt really good. I feel like, because I didn't do like 18 or 20, it was mostly climbing. We're at, I think, like 7,900 feet. It does feel like it's going to be a nice chilly night, which is awesome. I'm in no rush to head out tomorrow. It's about 2 miles to the road, where hopefully I can get an easy hitch into town, grab some breakfast, see what the town has, hang out, relax, and wait till 3 when I can shower and do laundry. Just a great day. The weather was fantastic today. I like the higher elevations because it does feel cooler, and I think it is a bit cooler, so that's always nice. As always, there were some water issues, but we found water. Oh, we've got another hiker coming in to set up camp. This is a nice area because it's like so spread out. You're not really gonna hear anyone else unless you're chatting, so much better than last night where the guy had to like pretty much set up his tent right next to me. It's because there was really nowhere else to go, so that kind of stuff happens. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night so I can get working on these videos. I haven't checked to see if I have self-service yet. Either way is fine. I'll have it tomorrow. And looking forward to mostly 0 day in town, just like 2 miles of hiking. And then tomorrow, I probably won't leave until 10 or 11 or something, and just, do a nice easy hike back into the woods for 200 miles to Tehachapi. So there's a lot going on. I'm gonna just relax. I can't believe this air mattress is actually I don't want to jinx it. I can't believe it's actually seems to be holding. That is fantastic. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the day, unless something terribly exciting happens. We'll see you in the morning.